All right, we are back with another pick'em video. We're going to be talking NHL in this one. Yeah, haven't talked NHL in a while, but it did start back up yesterday, and we had a really awesome day. We actually hit two of our better slips, or actually both of the better slips. We went 8 for 8 on picks and hit two 10Xs over there, which is awesome. I'm going to give you guys a better slip because they have insane value, but I'm also going to be talking PrizePicks in this one because we have a $20 protected play for NHL only slips. So yeah, going to give out a ton of different value here. Going to go through my picks like I always do, and I might not be as knowledgeable in the NHL, but I know how the game works, and I can see stats and read stats pretty well. But again, super excited for basketball to start, which is my favorite sport, and obviously football tomorrow. So we're going to just keep grinding, keep all these different sports, all these different value. The more sports out there, it just means the more value you're going to be able to attack. And if you see a line that's minus 140 value somewhere, you definitely want to look into it. And if the hit rate makes sense, the game scripting makes sense, and your knowledge into the game makes sense, it's going to make for a pretty damn good play. I don't care if it's cricket, badminton, ping pong. I don't care what I'm betting on. I'm going to be attacking value. So if you're new around here, that's what we're all about. Definitely leave the video a like, comment something down below, and subscribe if you are new. There's links in the description for a ton of tools I'm going to be using. One of them is Outlier. It's a freaking awesome tool. You're going to see how powerful it is. DG Fantasy, Odds Jam, and RotoWire is my projection model of choice. So you're going to see all those. If you're interested in any of them, you're going to get a perk for using the links in the description or my code or something. So definitely check that out. And then, of course, if you're not on PrizePicks, use code RichPicks when signing up. You're going to get $50 instantly just by putting in $5 and betting your first $5. They load you right up with $50. It's also going to get you into my Discord for a free month when you use my code, so that's awesome. And then Betr, we're going to be going over a Betr slip today, and when you use code RichPicks on that, you are also going to get a free month in my Discord, but you're going to get a $200 deposit match, which is pretty awesome. And if you're like, I'm only on PrizePicks, I'm not getting anything else, just wait and see to the end of this video or closer to the end of this video when I'm showing you guys the odds you're getting on Betr. It's absolutely ridiculous. Last thing, I know this is a longer intro, we're doing fantasy basketball leagues, or when I say we, I'm doing fantasy basketball leagues, and I'm trying to give back to the community. I haven't been able to do that. I've done a giveaway here or there, but I really want to give back to you guys. We're celebrating, I guess it is a year now since I've been doing YouTube, and you can get in for these leagues for completely free to you. And the payouts for winning the league, it's going to be $500 for some of them, $300 for some other ones, and then $150 for others. So up to $500 for winning a 12-person league in fantasy basketball. Pretty fun when you think about it, and it's also free, again, for you guys to join. So that's in the link in the description. I don't want to take too much more of your time. Let's talk some NHL and get some winners out there. And then real quick, so you guys don't think I'm full of crap, wanted to show them on the screen. Here was one of them. Bedard and Shohei Ohtani were discounts yesterday. We have 2 more discounts today, and they started saying daily discounts, so that'd be sweet if we get daily discounts over on Betr. But yeah, combination of market value, hit rates, my own kind of knowledge, game script I've put together with the hockey game in my head. Game script does go into play for hockey as well as football, so that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, nice little 10X there, and then kind of a combo with baseball and hockey yesterday for another 10X. So that was pretty sweet. But let's go into the PrizePicks board. I've got both the plays kind of put up here that I like on PrizePicks, and that's because PrizePicks is not giving us very good lines right now. It's almost like they know, hey, here's the promotion, $20 free play, and then they're not giving us a ton of lines. My favorite line for Mitch Marner was over his assists, but I'm going to have to settle for his 2.5 shots on goal because they took away his assist line before I could even submit it. So here it is, 2.5 shots on goal for Mitch Marner. I'm going to show you him first. Going into his Outlier page, again, that's that tool I was mentioning earlier. Freaking awesome tool. Definitely check it out. You can get a free week when signing up. And if you actually sign up for Outlier today, I'll give you a free week on my Discord too. How about that little combo? Just make sure you comment something down below. Say, hey, I started Outlier, checked it out. But here it is, 62% hit rate. This is all last year. Hasn't played a game this year, obviously, because we're just starting up. So really good hit rate on the under here. You can see the latter half of the year too. He was going under much more than he was at the beginning of the year or even in the middle of the year. So maybe takes a little bit to get going throughout the season and then kind of hits a lull here. The only thing I don't like about this is that the Canadians gave up a ton of shots on goal last year. 30th ranked, 33.4 shots on goal allowed. But in the 2 games he played them last year, he stayed under with 2. And then the biggest thing here for me is game script. If you start thinking about how hockey's played, if they're playing with the lead, which Toronto is a minus 1.5 goal favorite here, if they even have a 1-goal lead or a 2-goal lead, they're going to be passing it around. They're not going to be firing as many shots, whereas the other team might be firing shots off. So less shots on goals to be put up if they are leading this game. And you can kind of see that in the hit rate of him as well. When you see games that they've won by 2+ goals, you see this jump to a 65% hit rate. And then even 1+ goal, you see it bumps up a little bit to a 63% hit rate. So really, really good for Mitch Marner. I always also want to give out the average sportsbook odds, which is kind of what leads me in my betting. Minus 136.2. Absolutely awesome odds to get on PrizePicks. This will probably get yanked down rather quickly, so definitely get it in if you can. The only kind of caveat that I don't like here is that Pinnacle, which is one of my favorites, is only at minus 123. I kind of like to see that at minus 128, minus 130 even would be awesome. But again, that will get quickly taken off if that was up there. But average sports books, a lot of these other books, minus 140, minus 135, all favoring the under here. So Mitch Marner, under 2.5 shots on goal. That's going to be the first play of the video. And then moving into Michael Bunting. I got to get his tabs up, but we'll jump into it right now. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled up all of Bunting's pages. We're going to look through that real quick. But I do want to say, if I had to choose, Marner would be my favorite of the two plays, and Bunting, kind of a closer second. But there's a few different reasons why I'm kind of favoring Marner over Bunting. And again, a few different reasons that I'm very much more excited about the better slip I'm going to give you guys than the PrizePicks slip. If you just go on to DG Fantasy, which shows us the market value plays, the best, bang for your bucks plays on PrizePicks, and we're looking at NHL, there's not even a 53% hit play, which you usually are going to see. And there's not even that many 52s. So PrizePicks doesn't have a lot of great plays for NHL today. I'm probably even going to wait to do my $20 protected play closer to game time. Hopefully we have a few more lines to pick and choose from. But yeah, right now I'm only seeing these that I'm relatively like. And, let's go through Bunting and see what you guys decide. So for Bunting, he's going up against the Rangers, 10th ranked in shots on goal allowed, 29.5 last year. That's a good stat for us if we're looking at an under for Bunting. Something you also realize about Bunting is he was traded from Carolina last year to Pittsburgh. So we've only seen him for about 20 games or so with Sidney Crosby in Pittsburgh. So we're going to check out that as well. But 65% hit rate last year on the under. I do like to see that. And we get to see that head-to-head last year, he went under this in 3 of 4 games. And the 2 games where he was on Pittsburgh, he did stay under with 2 shots on goal and 1 shots on goal. So that's all good stuff for us. And then for some stuff that I don't really love is one of them going to be the game script here at 1.5 goal underdogs. If they're down in the third period and they're down by a goal or maybe even 2 goals, they're going to be ripping off shots. So that's something I don't love. And you can see that in his hit rate going from 65% to games that they lost by 1 or more to 58%. So, that's not something I do love, but it's good to see that still above a 50% hit rate, which is nice. And then back to stuff that I do like about this game is he is playing with Sidney Crosby. He's on a new team. So games with Sidney Crosby on that new team, you can see that he's still in Carolina for these games right there. First game was against Boston, and you see very, very much shots on goal right off the bat. You want to, implement a new guy that you just traded for, and you see that the shots on goal are very high. But ever since, the first few games, that hit rate drops off tremendously in the last, 15 games or so that he played with Pittsburgh. So that's something that I do like to see there as well. And then going back to some market value, this is back on OddsJam, one of my favorite tools, Sportsbook screen. So many different stats to look at. Average sportsbook odds are huge. Minus 126.8 on the under, minus 108.4 on the over. Not something as crazy as I would love to see. Sometimes I go for minus 128, minus 130. I like to see average sportsbook odds, but still very much favoring the under if you look at all these different sports books. DraftKings minus 125 on the under, minus 127, minus 122, all of them favoring the under. So Bunting, wanted to get you guys at least 2 plays to get there. You can do this as a 2-man if you want to do your $20 protected play right there. But if you want to wait and get in the Discord, I'm going to be sending out my actual slip later on. And maybe I'll even put that in a pinned comment or something to get you guys some more value on this play. But yeah, those are my 2 favorites right on the PrizePicks board right now. Marner, my favorite of the 2. But let's get into a better slip that you guys it's going to knock your socks off the difference in value we're getting on Betr. And again, if you're not on Betr, use code RichPicks. $200 deposit match, which is awesome. And it's not just hockey that they have great lines. They have insane lines that shouldn't be on a fixed payout system model all the time. Okay, so this is the full Betr slip that I actually put out. This is a nice little sneak peek of what you would get in the Discord. I had to hype us up a little bit just because we went 8 for 8 yesterday, but it's more like, discount and Madar. I can tag you guys with your little things. You're going to get a notification. You can turn them on if you want. I wouldn't. Going to give you the link so it's easy to do, and then a little picture. You can see what's going on. But yeah, this is the play. Ohtani, don't think too much about it. He's a discount. There's also a Juan Soto discount as well. But Ohtani's hit this in like 73% of games. Dodgers, back against the wall here. They need their best player to step up, and he's been, continuing to do that. But let's go into Connor Garland. I'm not going to go into each one of their outlier pages and show you the hit rates and everything like that, but I am just going to show you the market value that you're getting on these plays. So let's go to Connor Garland under 2.5 shots on goal. He's pulled up right here. You see it's not available on PrizePicks, not available on Underdog, but minus 133.2 average sportsbook odds. Absolutely love to see that. Minus 152 on Pinnacle, one of the sharpest sportsbooks out there. Minus 135, minus 144. Crazy odds that you should not be getting on a fixed payout system. The reason that Betr, I think, does this is just because they're not as big as a company as PrizePicks and Underdog. They have more people to say, hey, take that line off. It's too good of a play right now, which is why it got taken off. This was actually on PrizePicks yesterday when I was looking at plays, and now it's obviously gone because it's too good. Minus 133 is too good to be on a fixed payout system. Look, you can see Parlay Play maybe thinking about changing that as they move their lines right now. So that's one of them. I also want to point out the RotoWire projection model likes this under as well for Garland, 2.5. They're projecting 2.02. Then moving on to Kadri, bad boy Kadri. He's also in the slip right here. Pull it back up. Kadri under 3.5 shots on goal. You see it's not available on PrizePicks, not available on Underdog. It's because it's too good of a line. Minus 134.4 average sportsbook odds. Minus 137, minus 130, minus 143. All the books very, very heavily favoring this under. And then going back to the RotoWire projection model, just because it's easy to show you guys without describing everything on Outlier. They are also on the under very slightly at 3.17, so I'd like to see that. And then last but not least, Connor McDavid over 1.5 points. He's the best player in hockey. Not a lot of players are going to have 1.5 points lines on a 50-50 payout line like PrizePicks or Underdog or Betr or something like that, but he's a different animal. We can see that in his odds. Minus 130.5 on the over. Everyone's at minus 140, minus 130, consensusly favoring this over. And again, not available on PrizePicks, not available on Underdog. So that's the value you're getting when you're taking stuff on Betr. It's a fixed payout system. They don't care if you take the over or the under. But when we can get attack value like this, projected value, expected value, all the EV stuff, mathematics behind sports betting, this is such a good line, especially considering the discount we get there. So this is 10 for 100. They do limit me to $10 on discounts. They probably limit you guys as well, I would think. They can't have people throwing down hundreds of dollars on discounted lines. But yeah, really, really like this one. And again, Betr, 100% deposit match up to $200, and you're going to get a free month of my Discord. Might as well hop on. And again, if you're going to be watching hockey tonight, really, really loving this play, and they're still all available right now. All right, so that is going to do it for this video. We talked about a few different plays on PrizePicks, a few different plays on Betr, and hopefully found you guys some winners. But I do want to end this video talking about those free fantasy basketball leagues that I'm going to be hosting, and it's going to be on Sleeper. So Wildcard Wednesday on Sleeper. So if you're not on Sleeper, great time to get on because you're going to get a ton of different stuff for it. But Dylan Cease down to 2.5 strikeouts, down from 4.5. He's hit this line in every single game almost all year. I think he missed it once. But it is the playoffs. You got to consider about players, some of the best players, choking and poking, really just trying to put contact on the ball. But he should be able to get this. It's a very solid discount. If you do want to sign up for Sleeper, that's where I host these fantasy leagues. So they're going to be on Sleeper. They have a Sleeper Picks part of the app, and then they have a Sleeper Fantasy part of the app. It's not a different app. It's just literally a tab. And I actually personally use Sleeper for my fantasy football leagues. And I have the past 3 years before I was even doing YouTube affiliated with Sleeper at all. They just have a very clean interface, and it's my favorite fantasy app right now, by far, not even close. ESPN, ugly, gross. People are used to it, but Sleeper just looks a whole lot better, and it's very easy to use. Now, for these fantasy basketball leagues, literally all you have to do is join. It's free for you guys to join, and you're going to get access to the league, obviously, up to prizes up to $500, $300 in some of the leagues, and $150 in some of the leagues. You're going to get a free month of my Discord, which is awesome. And then you're also going to get the deposit match on whatever platform you decide to choose to sign up for. So here it is. You can pause it. You just got to sign up. Make sure you send a screenshot. So you got to get a screenshot of you using my code. I can confirm on my end. So we'll DM or whatever on the Discord. Or if you can't figure that out, just comment on the video. Say, hey, use your code. I want to get in on those leagues. But yeah, free, trying to get back money for you guys for supporting the channel. And I thought this would be a fun way to do it. All right, so that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully found you guys some winners. I still got to make some MLB slips, some multi-sport slips. Got to take advantage of some discounts. So if you're interested in getting those slips too and access to just a fun community where you can talk to like-minded sports bettors like me and other people, use the link in the description down below. It's a Dub Club link. Just make sure you sign up for their Dub Club and then link your Discord account to your Dub Club account that's how you get the automatic access. But yeah, super excited. We're on a 6-0 video picks run, which is awesome. And we're also on a nice little heater in the Discord as well. Betr has been our best friend. Betr and Underdog have actually been our best friends. PrizePicks has been slacking a little bit on value. But we're taking advantage of the discounts. We're going to try to keep this momentum going with all these different sports starting up. Just means more value, and we're going to continue to attack that. If you're new, definitely go ahead and subscribe. Leave the video a like, comment something down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video for Thursday Night Football. Peace out.